Imagine being able to double or even triple your testosterone levels with just half a pill every other day while preserving your fertility and avoiding the testicular shrinkage that often comes with conventional treatments. It sounds unbelievable, but clinical research supports this approach. Welcome to our channel, where we explore men's health through clear, evidence-based information designed to empower you for informed conversations with your doctor. Please remember, the information here is for educational purposes only and not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before beginning any new treatment. Many of you watching already recognize the signs of low testosterone, persistent fatigue, diminished drive at the gym or in the bedroom, brain fog, and stubborn belly fat that just won't budge. You want a solution, but the standard options can feel daunting. Younger men especially fear compromising their fertility, worrying that once they start external hormone therapy, their bodies might never recover natural production. Older men often dread needles or messy gels that risk unwanted hormone transfer to partners or children. And both groups share the concern of lifelong dependence on hormone replacement. These worries all stem from the same core issue with traditional testosterone replacement. It disrupts your body's finely tuned feedback loop. Think of your hormone system as a home heating system. Your brain is the thermostat, forever monitoring temperature, which in this case means your testosterone levels. When levels are adequate, the thermostat is content and keeps the furnace, your testicles, at rest. When levels dip, the brain signals the furnace to fire up and produce more heat. Now, imagine placing a powerful space heater right next to your thermostat. As soon as that heater kicks on, the thermostat senses the room is suddenly sweltering and shuts off the signal to the furnace. Left idle for too long, the furnace gathers dust, cools down, and eventually shrinks from lack of use. This is exactly what happens with typical testosterone injections or gels. Your brain senses external hormones and halts your testicles' production, leading to testicular atrophy and reduced fertility. What if there were a way to trick your thermostat into thinking it's freezing cold, so it revs your furnace without ever needing to introduce external testosterone? Enter Clomiphene citrate, commonly known by the brand name Clomid. Clomiphene belongs to a class of drugs called selective estrogen receptor modulators, or SERMs. Its mechanism is surprisingly elegant. It binds to estrogen receptors in your brain, effectively blindfolding your thermostat so it can't see circulating estrogen. Deprived of that feedback, your brain interprets the situation as dangerously low hormonal activity and sends a vigorous, sustained signal to your testicles to ramp up testosterone production. Because you're not supplying testosterone from outside, your system remains active, preventing shutdown and shrinkage. Clinical studies consistently show that men on Clomiphene therapy can see their testosterone levels double or even triple from baseline. A man starting at 300 ng/dl might reach 600, 900, or even over 1000 ng/dl, all while maintaining sperm production and testicular size. Unlike traditional hormone replacement, this approach stimulates your body's innate capabilities rather than supplanting them. In practice, Clomiphene citrate comes in 50 mg tablets, a dose originally intended for inducing ovulation in women. Men require much lower doses. Most protocols use either 12.5 mg daily or, more commonly, 25 mg every other day, hence the half pill every other day routine. Splitting a scored 50 mg tablet in half yields a convenient and accurate 25 mg dose. Follow a schedule of taking half a pill one day, resting the next, and taking the other half on the third day, and you end up with an incredibly cost-effective regimen. A standard box of 50 mg tablets, often containing 50 tablets, becomes 100 doses when split in half, lasting you over 3 months on an every other day plan. The benefits span far beyond testosterone numbers. First, you achieve a robust increase in your own endogenous testosterone production. Second, because your hormonal axis remains intact, you preserve fertility and sperm health, crucial for younger men planning families. Third, you avoid testicular atrophy. In fact, your testicles may slightly enlarge as they work harder. And as an added perk, many men notice increased seminal fluid volume thanks to the overall stimulation of the reproductive system. Of course, every medical intervention comes with questions about long-term use and safety. While Clomiphene has decades of use in female fertility treatments, research in men remains largely off-label. That said, numerous studies and clinical experiences report minimal side effects at low doses, occasional mood swings, visual disturbances, or mild gastrointestinal discomfort, and these typically resolve with dose adjustments or discontinuation. Unlike traditional TRT, Clomiphene doesn't carry the same risks of erythrocytosis, excess red blood cells, or adverse effects on cardiovascular health. Though routine monitoring with your physician is always recommended. You might wonder how this therapy interacts with other medications, say, if you're on blood pressure drugs, statins, or have conditions like diabetes or sleep apnea. The good news is that Clomiphene generally exhibits low systemic side effects, but drug interactions can occur. For example, certain anti-seizure or anti-HIV medications can affect Clomiphene metabolism. That's why partnering with an endocrinologist or urologist experienced in men's hormone optimization is essential. They'll run baseline labs, total and free testosterone, estradiol, LH, FSH, PSA, hematocrit, and set a monitoring schedule to track your response and adjust dosing over time. Let's walk through a sample protocol. You start with a baseline blood test drawn in the morning after fasting. Your physician prescribes Clomiphene 25 mg every other day. At the 6-week mark, you return for labs. Often testosterone levels have doubled, estradiol remains in a healthy range, and LH, FSH levels indicate active pituitary function. If levels are below target, your doctor might adjust to 25 mg daily or add adjuncts like anastrozole to control rising estrogen. After 3 months, you assess long-term goals. Do you wish to cycle off and maintain levels with lifestyle changes, or continue indefinitely? Many men find that once they've restored healthy testosterone, they can taper off and maintain gains through optimized diet, resistance training, and sleep hygiene. Speaking of lifestyle, no medication replaces the foundation of healthy habits. Nutrient-dense whole foods, regular strength training, adequate sleep, stress management, and maintaining a healthy body composition all influence your hormonal milieu. Clomiphene acts as a catalyst, but to sustain gains and overall well-being, you must address these pillars. Ultimately, Clomiphene citrate offers a compelling middle ground, pharmaceutical potency without the drawbacks of conventional TRT. It harnesses your body's natural feedback systems, preserving fertility and testicular health while delivering significant hormonal benefits. If you've hesitated before because of needles, cost, or fear of long-term shutdown, this method could change the game. What questions remain? Are you curious about managing side effects, combining Clomiphene with lifestyle optimization, or understanding peak timing for blood tests? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and we'll dive deeper in future episodes. If today's deep dive gave you valuable insight, please hit like to help others discover these alternatives, and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss our next evidence-based exploration of men's health. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay empowered, and here's to unlocking your full potential naturally.